can pull a crowd, mate.
Alright. Holding there, an arm up. Which arm? This one. Sorry. Everyone good? Yep.
Steve, how have you been and how are you going now?
Yeah, I'm going okay now. Initially after South Africa I was going through a bit. I was in a pretty dark space and yeah, had some tough days, but they're sort of few and far between now. I still have moments and have my ups and downs, but yeah, I'm going okay and heading in the right direction.
Steve, what was your reaction to reading the Longstaff review and the fact that attributed a portion of the blame to the events in South Africa to Cricket Australia?
I think it's great that the organisation had an independent review. I think any good business around the world does an independent review, and it was nice that they were able to do that. And we've seen some changes already, and I'm sure there's going to be more changes, and it gives the organisation an opportunity to move forward and get better.
Steve, it's obviously the first time in a long time that you haven't been playing Test cricket this time of the year. How have you found it watching the Aussies like that and back there?
Yeah, if I'm honest, it's been tough at times, particularly when the boys haven't played their best in a couple of games. It's been hard watching and not knowing that I can't go out and help them. But I was really proud of the way the boys played last week in Perth. I thought they were magnificent. I thought Tim Paine's leadership has been exceptional since taking over as captain. He's obviously faced with difficult circumstances to begin with, and he's done a terrific job, and it was great to see a nice fast and bouncy track in Perth last week. It looked almost like the WACA of old, and yeah, it was an amazing test match, and I'm sure the boys will take a lot of confidence out of the way they played last week.
Are you a little nervous about how the world will greet you or accept you when you come back from this ban?
Yeah, I haven't thought too much about that, to be honest. I'm just moving forward day to day and doing what I need to do to prepare to hopefully get another opportunity to play for Australia. And if that's World Cup and Ashes, so be it. And no doubt the English crowd will be incredibly hostile. I'm ready for that if that happens. But you know, nothing's for certain. I'll keep working hard, and if I get that opportunity again, then that'll be great.
What about cricket lovers on the street when you bump into people in the shops? Are they positive or negative? What's the feedback you get from them?
Oh, the majority have been really positive. Yeah, the Australian public's been really kind and yeah, I guess slightly forgiving. But I've still got a lot of work to do to earn back the trust and respect of the Australian public, and I'll continue to do that.
Steve, just going back to the afternoon when the incident did happen, can you just speak about what actually did happen in those rooms? Like, we haven't got you on the record speaking about, you know, what happened in the change rooms, what was said, sort of the plan as to how it transpired. Can you just talk us through exactly what happened that afternoon?
Yeah, I think it's been documented pretty heavily, sort of what went on, and for me in the room, you know, I walked past something and had the opportunity to stop it, and I didn't do it, and that was my leadership failure. You know, it was the potential for something to happen, and it went on and happened out in the field, and I had the opportunity to stop it at that point, rather than say I don't want to know anything about it, and that was my failure of leadership, and you know, I've taken responsibility for that.
And what about suggestions that it's, you know, ball tampering's been going on for donkey's years and it's not the first time in Australian cricket that has happened? What do you have to say about that?
As far as I'm concerned and aware of, that was the first time that it happened. I can't really judge what other teams around the world do. I know that in any game that you play, you want the ball to try and move at some point in the game, but obviously you want to do it in a legal way and allow it to play its course that way, I guess.
When you say you had the opportunity to stop it, what did you actually say at that point?
I don't want to know about it, and walked away. So that was my chance where I could have stopped something from happening, and you know, that's something I've learned over the last 9 months, that you know, every decision you make can have a negative outlook. If things go pear-shaped, what's it going to look like? If things go well, how does that look? And now it's about learning and almost slowing your thinking down and ensuring that you know, you make the right decisions more often than not.
So was that one time in the change room the one and only time that you know that it was being discussed?
That's correct, yes.
Steve, you've reflected on the...
Say that again, sorry.
Have you forgiven yourself for everything? Have you at peace with where you're at now?
I'm going okay. I've had tough days, as I said. I've had my ups and downs, but you know, I've been really fortunate to have a close group of people around me that have helped me get through those difficult times. There has been some dark days where, you know, I haven't wanted to get out of bed and things like that, but, you know, I've had a close group of people around me that have helped me know that it's okay, you know, like I've made a mistake and it was a big mistake, and from now I'm trying to move on from that and improve as a person, and yeah, just really grateful that I've had a close group of people around me that have helped me get through it.
There's
you've reflected
speculation
on all
that
that
you
in-
and David have fallen out over it. Is that correct? Or
No, Dave and I are fine.
yeah, so yeah.
Steve, you reflected on the last 9 months in a Vodafone commercial. Are you trying to send a genuine message with that? Is that why you said yes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the work that Gus and I have been doing with Gotcha for Life, we're trying to create that mental health awareness around the country. I think the number of suicides in Australia is far too high, 6 men and 2 women a day for 25 million people or thereabouts. I think it's unacceptable, and I'm trying to do what I can to create that awareness around it, and that's what the campaign's about.
So the people on Twitter who are saying you're cashing in on it, that's not true, is it? Because it's going to charity, right?
Well, I'm getting paid, but I'm also putting forward funds towards the Gotcha for Life sessions that Gus and I haven't sat down and exactly figured out where it's all going, but in the new year we'll do that and figure out where I can put funds towards this organisation to help create that awareness around mental health.
Steve, would you like to captain Australia again?
Look, at the moment I'm pretty content sort of where I'm at, and the next 3 months it's about just preparing as well as I can to hopefully be a part of the World Cup and the Ashes. And you know, as I said before, I think Tim Payne's done an exceptional job, and Aaron Finch taking over the one-day side, he's had a tough start to that with the performances of the team, I guess. But you know, if I get back and play under them, I'll do everything I can to help them out and help Australia have success.
And that's still, you know, obviously more than a year away where you'd even be available. Is it something that you would aspire to again, or you know, you'd be quite happy to not have that responsibility and spotlight again?
I guess it's too early to say, to be perfectly honest. I just want to get back playing and try and contribute to the team as much as I can, and just help out anyone that's around, Tim and Finchy as well. So we'll see what the future holds, but at the moment I'm just preparing to play, and I'm excited by that prospect.
Steve, do you think you'll get enough top-level cricket between now and when the World Cup starts to be ready for the World Cup?
Yeah, I was playing in the Bangladesh League. I think you guys probably know more about that than me at the moment. I don't know what's happening there. But then I've got Pakistan League and the IPL, which I think's adequate preparation for the World Cup if I'm selected. I think now the way the one-day game's played, it's almost an extended T20 in a way. So I think T20 cricket is a good way to prepare, and the IPL is one of the best tournaments around the world. And from what I've heard about the Pakistan League, it's of high quality, and yeah, so I think that'll be adequate preparation.
And,
for
and
sure.
why didn't you appeal the length of your sanction?
Because I just wanted to accept it and own it and take responsibility for it. I didn't think about reviewing it at all or appealing it as such. It was just about accepting it and knowing that I'd made a mistake and accepting it and moving on from it.
Is there potential with all the training you're doing and the resilience that you've needed to get through where you've got? Do you think you could come back, hopefully come back as a better player than you were?
Well, that's the plan. I don't want to get worse. I want to always try and get better. So, yeah, I've been working hard at my game. I'm concentrating on a few weaknesses and things that I won't share with you. I don't want people to know them. But yeah, I want to come back better.
Tougher too, mentally tougher.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's a great. I guess this 9 months has been a big learning curve for me, and you know, having a year out of the game to sort of mentally refresh and get myself in a good headspace to go again. Hopefully, I can play at a better standard than I was when I got banned.
What are your reflections on the debate around the way the Australian cricket team plays its game and the talk about playing hard but fair and some of the changes that have been made and talked about?
I think that's the way Australian cricket's always played its best, when they're playing hard but playing within the parameters of the game. Obviously what happened in South Africa was outside of the parameters of the game and shouldn't be happening, but since then I think, and even before then, the players have played some good hard cricket, and you're going to have times where guys will overstep the mark and pay consequences for that. But we try and play in a hard and fair manner, and I think that's what the Australian public wants to see, and I think that's what gets the best out of the team as well.
Just doing the ad this week and speaking today, why? Talk us through the timing of why you felt now is the right time. Because you've been playing great games and things like that, and we haven't heard from you for a few months.
Well, the ad wasn't supposed to have gone out until after I spoke to you here today, actually. They liked it so much that they wanted to launch the campaign with it. But yeah, look, I've been working hard recently. I've enjoyed playing grade cricket. We've had some success out here in a T20 comp this year, winning the competition for Sutherland, which the club got a great thrill out of, and I got a great thrill out of being involved at the club. They're a great bunch of people, and they've I guess really embraced me being around and playing with them, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Obviously, English crowds, there's a lot of World Cup and obviously the Ashes. How do you prepare for that? Because obviously they're going to be, quite, brilliant a lot. How do you prepare for it?
I guess one thing that I've always done pretty well when I'm playing is just blocking out exterior noise and getting on with the job at hand. And no doubt that the Barmy Army are a bit, well, they're loud, and you can't sort of block it out as such, but it's just about staying in your own mind and not letting those external distractions take you over, and staying in the moment and just getting the job done. And I think that's one thing I've done pretty well throughout my career, and hopefully I can do the same when I'm back.
Thanks very much, everyone. Let's go to get to training now. Thank you. Thanks, Steve.
Cheers.